Hey everyone, over this year so far we've learned a whole lot of tunes, we've done some strumming exercises, some picking. What the purpose of this video is to give you a practice schedule. I notice with the younger students it's very difficult for them to know what to practice, and a lot of them say they're not getting the videos. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but anyway, I'm hoping that this over here will help them to have a structured practice schedule. We're going to start off with one of the very first tunes that we learned, the SpongeBob theme, which a lot of the girls and boys still like a lot. It's a very popular tune with the kids. And I'm going to take you through each one step by step. Okay, so our first picking exercise, SpongeBob, like we said. Everything is played on the bottom thinnest first string. Now, you'll notice my fingers are numbered. If you're watching them practice, and this goes for the students too, when you're practicing, please try and use fingers 1 and 2 for fret 7 and 8. Now on the top of the guitar, you'll see there's little white dots. There's a white dot here and a white dot there. And on the front of the little birds, some have got dots, some have got squares. But number 7 is where you start for SpongeBob with the second finger, your middle finger. And you're going to start off 7, and then there's a tiny break, and you go 6, 7. Now just a different angle, you can see the fingers there. Fret 7, fret 6, fret 7. And then for the 9, 7, there are two options. You can either jump up with the third finger and back on the second finger, or if the stretch is okay, finger 4 for fret number 9, this being your 9th fret, and back to 7. But I notice some of the younger students, their pinkies and the fingers aren't quite as long yet. So if the pinky doesn't want to go there, a quick hop is permissible. That's quite acceptable. Now we're going to do those 5 notes 3 times in a row. So it's the first time I'm going to count in. So if you want to play through with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, and space, and again, and space, and again. And it jumps up to 11 and 12, and then plays open. Now, at the top of the guitars, some of them have got a double dot. For those that are playing a classical or a nylon plastic string guitar, the body starts over here. So you go to the 11th fret for the 11 as on the page, on the PDF file I've sent you. And there's your 12, and then after that you play it open. With your picking hand, I'm just going to focus on that quickly there. I would like them to try all downstrokes if they're using a pick. I would encourage a pick, but you don't have to. Some students do very well with fingers. And try doing downstrokes. And let's zoom out a bit so you can see the left and right hand working together. And you can see all downstrokes. And it's 3 times in a row. I hope you're playing along with me. And you jump up to 11 and 12, and you play the open string at the end. That's the 0. Now for those that like fingers, you can use your thumb, but that's not first prize. I would prefer it if you preferred to use your first finger. So this would be my ideal. Notice I'm resting my fingers on the guitar. So you can see it sitting like that, with the angle there. And you can see the finger going. That'll be first place. Okay, that's the first exercise. Now, if you've got any questions on any one of these exercises, being 4, I think, in total, please drop me a WhatsApp. The whole purpose is to help the maestros play, because we work in groups and we'd like them all to be on the same levels. I notice some of the maestros do say they haven't got time to practice and they can't get 5 minutes in. I'm sure they can get 5 minutes somewhere. Please, I need the help from the parents to get them going over here. Okay, next up, we've got the strumming exercise. We're first of all going to look at the chords. I'm going to focus more to the top end of the guitar. Opening chord is D. I'll notice that the students are playing the chords very well today, so very proud of them. Their chords are looking great. There's the D chord. If they're not sure, just pause the video so you can make sure your fingers 1, 2, and 3 on strings 3 right at the bottom and 2nd fret. Next chord A should look like this. Like I said, pause the chords if you're not sure, or pause the video rather so you can see the fingers placement. B minor, we simplify it down. It's going to look like this. Fingers 1, 2 and 3. Make sure you're in the right frets. I noticed some of the kids play their B minor here. It should be from fret 2, fret 3, fret 4, from the thinnest to the 3rd string. And the last one, easy G, is okay. It is allowed for now. But for some of them that can play normal G, that would be first place. But I'm happy with easy G. Okay. Once we know those chords, we're going to add the strumming pattern. Now, underneath it says strumming exercises. You've got those chords. The D should sound like that. A should sound like that. B minor and G. Once you've got that, you'll see it says 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the ands are the pluses. That's what you're going to count. 1 and 2, 1 plus 2. And you're going to start with a down, and on the 3, another down. So it's 1 and 2 and 3. And here's the part I noticed that some of the kids get a bit caught on. That up, down. They're sometimes going way too slowly. We need this as the target speed in relationship to the first 2 strums. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, like that. So say after me, down, down, up, down, down. We got that. One more time. I'm going to count to 4. See if you can say it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, down. Now we're going to put that to work. Okay. I'm going to zoom out a little bit of this so you can see my chord changes. There we go. And you can see the chords. You can see my strumming. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, before we introduce the changes, try and play the chord through, say for example, 4 times in a row to make sure your rhythm and strumming feels relaxed. Try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and again and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then gradually faster. Your target speed should sound something like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then if you add the strumming with the changes, you're going to have something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Faster. And that's your strumming exercise. Now, last week I was doing a little bit of rock and roll for the kids, and they really liked this. And I'm sure that you recognize Smoke on the Water. It's one of those sort of riffs that everybody loves to play. Everybody's heard it somewhere, whether it's a video or somewhere along the line on TV. But Smoke on the Water, very cool to play, lots of fun, and the kids really enjoyed it last week. So I want to revise this as well. You're looking at step 3, where it says picking on smoke water. And remember in the class we said, say 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5. Do you remember doing that? Okay, now those numbers are your fret numbers. Let me explain that. Okay, when I play the middle 2 strings, this string and this string at the same time, I'm going to use a white pick so it stands up a bit better against the guitar. There we go. When I play that string and that string, and I play them together with no fingers on, that's the double 0. Then I can take 2 fingers to fret number 3, because remember we said open, that's the open, there's the 3, fret 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 5. So if you zoom out now, we're going to have this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Now, not everybody likes using two fingers, so if it's easier, you may put one finger flat like this as well. It's one of those fun songs with the goal is to play the song, not to be too worried about what fingers to use within reason. Okay, don't play it with your pinky. Right, so you can do this, or you can jump it. I don't really mind too much. Now the next part, 0, 3, 6, 5, is going to be like this. And you'll notice the 6 and 5 were very, very quick. If you put the second part now together with the first part, you're going to have, and I'm going to count this in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5. And like I said, if you want to use two fingers, you can do it like this as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 3, 5, 0, 3. You may do it like that, but I still prefer the flat fingers. Okay. The next part, 0, 3, 5, tiny pause, 3, 0. So I'm going to focus on now the entire guitar. You'll notice I'm only picking, okay, strings 4 and 3, the middle two strings. So if you were to do it the whole way through, it should sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5, 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. And again. Play along with me now. And last time. And there you have it. Now the next one in the page is your picking rock and roll, which we did do a video last time, so you should be familiar with it. So I'm not going to include that too much on this video. The purpose of it is just to give you an overview. And on the practice itself, try and get into a routine that every day at least 5 minutes. I'm sure 5 minutes before you go to school, 5 minutes before you go to sleep. And with that routine, I'm hoping that it gets stronger and stronger. I'd rather do that than spend one day for an hour and then forget about it. Okay, so 5 minutes a day, that's your start. If you do more, obviously that's cool, because the more we practice, the better we get. And to the students, any questions, get your mom or dad to please WhatsApp me. Mom and dad, if you get a chance, try and watch what your maestro is playing, and if it doesn't sound like what's happening in the video, contact me, because I'm here to help, happy to help, relying on you to give me some feedback. Otherwise, very proud of what everyone's done so far, and we are going to look into some Eisteddfod options that we discovered a very, very exciting syllabus, but I'll chat to you about it later. Have an awesome week. Thank you.